Hello and welcome to this video. Today we're taking a look at multicharts.net, the starter edition of Multicharts, which is absolutely free to use and download and submit orders to. What we're going to talk about today is a special chart type or bar type that we're going to look at that you can access within Multicharts in case you didn't know about it. We're going to talk about volume delta. So let's go ahead and take a look here at Multicharts. You can see I have just a regular ES chart open here, the E-mini S&P 500. If we take a look here, you can see that I'm just using regular candlestick bars. We're looking at a 5-minute time frame. So there are a variety of different bar types or chart types that you can use within Multicharts, and you can see here I have the candlesticks selected in my toolbar. We also have hollow candlesticks. You can see those look pretty similar. We also have others like bar charts, line on close, things like Renko charts as well, which are pretty popular. But one thing that is available is something called a what may be referred to as a footprint chart, or in this case volume delta chart. So if you take a look here, we'll take a look at the volume delta chart. So to access that, you want to go to your toolbar here, and you see there is one that kind of looks like building blocks. So we'll use that and we'll select volume delta, and that's going to allow us to access the volume delta bar type. So we'll take a look at what that looks like. See, that did load up. I'm just going to make that a little bit bigger. So what you can see is we have essentially kind of larger bars that go up and down, but there have blocks within these bars that are different colors. And what that is showing us is essentially some types of volume information here. So we can see kind of the volume delta, which is the difference between the ask and bid traded contracts. And you can configure that a few different ways. So we'll look at some other ways that you may want to calculate that. But you can see exactly, within each 5-minute time period here. So these columns here stand for different time periods. What prices were traded at. So you can see here we have several different prices. We also have the volume that was traded at each of those prices. So the darker that you get with these colors, so for example, this darker green area, means more volume was generally traded in that direction. So we have a dark green, meaning more volume was traded to the upside in this case here on that specific price point. So if we take a look at dark red, we can see that would mean the opposite. So not only can you see what price levels were traded at here, you can also see the volume levels each price level was traded at. And that's not only just to the downside or the upside or the market sentiment there. You can actually take a look at just exactly the valuation there. So you can value them, the different volume levels here, or value levels here, depending on how dark these colors are and what color they are. So that's just one way to be able to look at the market. You can see market moves one way or the other and kind of see the volume and how it was dispersed within those market moves. So let's take a look at some of the settings here. We're going to go to the Format Instruments window. So I'm going to go ahead and bring that up. And you see if I go to the Settings tab here, I have it by default. We have Volume Delta. You can also choose it within here instead of choosing it up in that toolbar. But you can see there are a few different ways to break this down. So each column right now for me is based on a 5-minute time frame, but you can actually base that off of different resolutions. So if I wanted to do 1 hour, I could do 60 minutes, for example. I'm going to leave it for 5 minutes, but you can see that's pretty flexible. I can go through all these different options. Now it's broken down here as far as ask traded versus bid traded. So you also have the option to use uptick versus downtick if you'd rather use that, or if there's a specific reason you need to use that. We also have the volume calculation. So we have the volume delta, but you can also choose to calculate that as bid and ask volume here, or you can use total volume. So you have a few different options as far as that goes. So that's just a few different things you can actually adjust as far as that goes within Multicharts. You can also choose to adjust the colors here as well within there, but you can see it's pretty flexible as far as that goes. It's just a one click to have your chart switch over to volume delta just by using that option here within the toolbar, or you can actually customize that a little bit further depending on how you want these to look. You can see it's a pretty good way to look at the market here to be able to see where prices moved and also the valuations as far as volume goes within those price movements. If you have any questions about multicharts.net, the starter edition here, which is again absolutely free for you to use and download, or the volume delta charts or any other multicharts features, feel free to visit our website at www.optimusfutures.com or give us a call.